Welcome back to Invitation Only, the podcast that shines light on entrepreneurs and influential brands in Dallas with the goal of revealing the most inspiring success stories. My guest today has combined her experience as an oral health professional with her entrepreneurial ambitions to create her own teeth whitening products, which include her patented 100 LED based laser teeth whitening device and more. Please welcome my guest, brought to you by Invitation Only, Silk Daniels.
Hello.
Man.
Great job.
Thank you. And we're going to act like that wasn't my third time, but it's all good. I just want to start by saying that I'm, like I said off camera, I'm very impressed by what you've done here today. Not today, but what you brought to us today. Could you explain what we're here to talk about?
So my company's name is By Silk. It was established in May of 2023. I launched in July, but it's consisted of really oral health care solutions. So I started off with my teeth whitening kit, and patented the 100 LED beads. Whenever I launched this, it taught me a lot about business. And I think, this is like my baby. So, this is how I treat this particular product. But really, it's a segue, or more so a platform to help me get into, developing my own like toothpaste and more oral care products. So, yeah, that practically is what we're here for.
Yeah. So I was actually going to ask you that. You have more products you want to add to the By Silk thing. What do you have so far?
So right now, I'm in the process of developing a toothpaste that has a nanohydroxyapatite ingredient in it. And so what this ingredient is something that dentists learn in school. It can remineralize the enamel. And especially in demineralized areas. So basically what that means is it can reverse small cavities. And a lot of toothpaste don't have that. I mean, most don't. And I knew this, and I know that the main reason why would be because it removes small cavities, and everything starts with a small cavity. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
and then it gets larger. And, it starts with the filling. It gets larger, covers more surfaces, then eventually can turn into a crown. Then eventually you're touching the root with decay, and that's a root canal. So if you can wipe away the small cavity, you're really wiping away a lot of problems, because most people, they don't keep up with their dental appointments. And, they're not keeping up with their cleanings.
I actually just left the dentist yesterday. And that's kind of why I was feeling like, man, like I just really wanted to talk to you about this product, because I was telling her, I'm like, I don't think I really got floss education since I was like a kid. And then I saw you posted a video teaching people how to floss. And I'm like, why nobody ever break down oral hygiene or just hygiene in general? Like, people are out there like suffering just for lack of knowledge. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just
they're suffering because of lack of knowledge.
Yeah.
If they had the knowledge, then they would be more proactive.
Yeah.
But a lot of people just, especially our community, Black people, they don't have the knowledge, and that's not our faults. It's because of history and the way that we were impacted by slavery and racism. However, we're here now. So it's time to get educated and understand how it's important to start focusing on oral health, because that can not only impact your mouth and your the strength of your teeth, and holding on, but also your just medical state. And, like you are hurting your body when you're hurting your oral health as well. Like, so it impacts way more than just your mouth.
Yeah. I feel like maybe if dentists, some of them would be a little bit more educational in the process while we were getting our teeth done or something. So I think when I told my doctor or my dentist that, are dentists doctors, by the way?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought
they went
so.
to dental school. It does, like, there are levels. Like, there are dentists that went to dental school, and then there are dentists that, do specialty, and they did go to medical school as well as dental school.
Do you ever hear that dentists and medical doctors, like, one is better than the other?
I think a lot of doctors, like, look down upon dentists. I think that specialists don't get looked down upon because they have not only the dental degree or dental license, but also the medical license as well. So if anything, I say they're above all. But I guess it just depends on who you ask.
Yeah. Because you are saying that dental health is just as important as any other health.
Yeah. Absolutely. It's linked to a lot of medical issues if you don't take care of your oral state. Yeah.
Do you ever, like, when you're dating, is dental hygiene very important to you?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like probably the first thing you look at, like.
Yeah. Like, it's the first thing I'm, like, concerned with.
Because you can't really even see everything just by looking at a person's teeth.
Yeah, and if you have, like, a gum disease, like periodontitis, then that can be transferred through saliva. So I wouldn't want to be kissing on people, especially if I find out they ain't been to the dentist, like, in a minute.
Yeah.
I'll be asking people, like, when's the last time you been to the dentist? And,
that's like a first date question for you, right?
And they think I'm just asking. They're like, I don't know, But
I can imagine that being a first date question for you, like, popping it off.
When's the last time you've been to the dentist? Because I need to know.
Is that, like, do you ever get grossed out by working with people's dental hygiene?
Yeah. Some people, yeah.
Yeah.
Most people, because most people breath stink.
It's the smell for
most people don't take care of their breath, and that's because they don't floss.
Yeah, it's just sitting back there, in there,
just sitting there, like aged plaque.
Yeah. Whew. So how long have you been as a dentist, working as a dentist?
I'm not a dentist.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, I'm a dental professional though.
Yeah.
But I've been working in dental for probably going on like 4 years.
Really? Damn. Well, how long did it take you to come to this?
That came to me when I first got into dental. Well, it was when I was really, like, more seasoned, I'd say, actually. Like, and I knew more about dental. So this was probably my second or third year. Yeah, and so created this actually because, I was going through, like, a circumstance where I needed to start my own business. And that's what I came up with because that's what I knew. And I knew how to, at that time, I knew how to just really only focus on, like, the cosmetics, like whitenings and stuff like that. But now I'm more educated and knowledgeable. So now I'm like, okay, well, it's more than cosmetics. Like, before you even focus on the cosmetics, you need to focus on the health. Like, because who cares about teeth whitening if those teeth have cavities? Like, they're going to leave anyway, So why not focus on getting people back to health? And then we can focus on the cosmetics.
So you really care about what you do?
Yeah, of course. Yeah. I hope people care about what they do.
I don't think everybody does. Like I was saying about some dentists, I feel like it's just an in and out thing. Doctors, same thing. But there's few doctors and dentists who actually take the time to just say, like, to go deep into it. But, I won't say that. Maybe that's just my experience. Maybe I don't ask enough questions. Maybe I should be asking more questions. Maybe I don't know which questions to ask. So it's a difficult thing to communicate.
There's some doctors that don't focus on patient care. And they just are all about the Benjamins.
Yeah. It's like in and out for real. It just feels like that. How did you get into this? Like, what can you walk us through your experiences that led you here?
That led me to starting this product or the company.
Yeah, right? To starting the product.
So what led me here was eviction.
What do you mean?
Yeah, so I got evicted. And it was a situation that I wasn't even necessarily out of the, like, range. It was more or less they just weren't accepting it. You know, I was going through a job transition, and that delay really like hurt me for the long run. And so so when I got evicted, it was just really like, well, I still have, you know, this money that they wouldn't accept. Why not put it into, because they just would not accept it. So
wow,
I just put it into a business.
Where does your entrepreneurial brain come from? Or your heart or your passion?
I think it comes from just like, I've always like lived a life where I had to be resilient, you know, and I didn't always like learn certain lessons early. So I think it's just kind of being self-taught through things that I've endured. Of course, I have like a smart family, like, you know, a brilliant father, and you know, like, yeah, just a brilliant family. Like my mom, like in different sectors, like have like their brilliance, and I think it's just I have that, you know, genetics along with just what I've been through, and yeah.
Yeah, interesting. So I don't know if you want to talk more about this, but feel free to say, please don't ask me about this. Were you evicted, and then how did that go afterwards? Like, of course, you figured out you had to get a product, but like up until then, you got to call somebody to figure out how to design it, how to.
I think Google is my best friend.
Yeah.
Like, I knew what I wanted to do. After I like knew what I wanted to do, I just started Googling like I knew to create a product, you had to go through a manufacturing company. I knew that I knew about private labels, so I went through a private label manufacturing company. You know,
that's smart. I don't know why I would never think of women are just women just get strategy, but wow, yeah, that's very resilient.
Thank you.
Some people could have just like, you know, given up, but you said, I'm going to repurpose this and create. I just think this is beautiful. Like,
thank you.
It's like art to me.
Yeah, I've been through a lot of stuff where I've had to be resilient, you know, and you know, you went to DeSoto with me, so you know, I played basketball.
Yeah,
tore my ACL.
Oh,
you know,
you
broke my kneecap.
I didn't know you broke your kneecap.
Yeah, that was the first thing.
Jeez.
Then the second thing, I tore my ACL. Like, so I had to be resilient because I thought I was going to go to college through hooping.
Man.
Yeah.
Wow.
So had to be resilient and like still apply to colleges, and didn't even really understand the process of that because I wasn't really a good student. Like I didn't really pay attention, and I think I was just really smart though. Like I passed my classes, but I didn't give my all, so I didn't apply myself. So I didn't know a lot of like, and I didn't have a lot of guidance. Yeah. So I'm applying to colleges and don't really know what I'm doing and stuff like that, and woo. So I just yeah, I had to be resilient a lot. Just even getting to DeSoto, like my parents got a divorce and they were married for 18 years. And, you know, I grew up in Mesquite. So had to leave where I was known from, you know, where I felt comfortable, and then go to a new area where
you're the new person.
I'm the new person. And so I've always had to be resilient, you know, and be in uncomfortable situations. So it's kind of easy when at that point, like,
yeah, you're like, I got something.
Oh, well, here we go. It's another day, you know, but I also appreciate that too.
Yeah, I think it's a great story. I take that very seriously. I'm so sorry. I'm going to keep saying, like, I'm just so impressed looking at it. I've been waiting for you to come because I really do feel like more people should be thinking along the product line of, like, putting something out there. Because I think entrepreneurially, a lot of people focus on services. And services can only get you so far. Products, if you can keep creating it, you can keep selling it.
Yeah, so, that's the beauty in business.
Yeah, it's very smart.
You just keep creating. Yeah.
Did you take any business classes, anything like that?
My degree was hospitality management. So that was a business and people, you could say, like a I learned a lot of management skills or just knowledge and business knowledge as well.
I saw you thank a team or something on Instagram. What team helped you develop? Did you have a team?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I went through like a marketing team, like a girl that was really close to me, Bianca. I don't know if you know her, but she like really, really helped me. Like, I'll never stop being grateful to her for how she helped me and applied herself. Like she really like gave her all into helping me be more professional and helping me have a brand that's more professional. So I really appreciate my team, because it was really her team that she brought on to help me. So, yeah.
Very nice. Are we able to like take a peek into there and see what's in there?
Yeah, of course.
So
this one is like 44% carbon monoxide. This is 6%, but I also have 15%.
Wow. I'll start with the yellow rose.
So and you would have to like charge it to get the light going, but.
So this is the kit. I'll probably have to show this like in a B-roll or something, but comes with a whitening device. Can you tell us what else is in here?
Yeah. So this is the 100 LED bead. Oh wait, is it working?
Uh-oh.
Heard it click. Well, no. Anyway, the 100 LED bead laser, and then we have our desensitizer, and. Oops, sorry, it's been a minute. Delete that, cut that part out. It's been a minute. Okay, so you would open it like this, and each one is like this, and then twist it from the bottom. And when you twist it, then of course it'll come out, and then you'll apply it, which makes it's more seamless, a seamless application. And then, you have your gel pens, same process. You keep on, okay. And then from the bottom, comes out. Pressure on, and you would put on your desensitizer first. And everything you do first, you would dry your teeth out. So you would, dry your teeth out with a napkin or whatever. Then apply your desensitizer, and then you would dry your teeth out again, and then you would apply your gel, and then bite onto the laser, turn it on. It stays on automatically for 10 minutes. So that's a session, I call it. So go as many sessions as you like, and some people can get it as white as in as little as 2 sessions, but that's just depending on their teeth sensitivity and their ability to grab onto that bleach. But also you can help that process by getting a cleaning. So when your teeth are cleaned, you don't have plaque covering it. So whenever you're doing the whitening process, it's actually able to grab onto the bleach compared to if it's plaque covering it up, it's a block. Oh, I'm sorry. No, it's a block, so cleanings are still important before you even use this product.
So I saw that you took this product to, let me get my facts right. You took this to the Rap Snacks Business Summit, right?
Yeah. And I won the competition. Yeah.
Right. And I'm of course, you're looking at this, yes, of course. But how did that experience feel for you?
Oh my God. First of all, I had cold feet.
About launching it?
I was so nervous, anxious. I have social anxiety. So I sometimes just lock up and just get cold feet. So I got cold feet. I locked up. I didn't really have a lot to say. I had a lot to say, going before I got on stage. But then whenever I got on stage, it was so hard, but I spit something out. I spit something out and it was good. I just was real with them. That's all I can be.
Right, yeah.
And I was just real with them and just kind of told them, look, this this is my first time. I don't, in business, I started this through eviction. I'm just, I was just honest with them.
Your story is all you need to sell this product.
Yeah, I just gave them my story because I didn't know what to say.
Yeah.
And I think that really sold it more, than the actual part, because there are people there that I was competing against that already made millions, already made, I'm just ooh, I'm not gonna win this. But
did.
I told them my story. Everyone else was like, I sold this many units and I made this much money. And I didn't talk about money really at all.
Right.
I was just look, this is how I came up, and that worked. So I was really, that taught me a valuable lesson.
You were the underdog, you feel like, in that session?
Hell yeah. I was the underdog. Absolutely.
And you won.
Yeah. Yeah.
Crazy.
That taught me a valuable lesson. It taught me your story is powerful. Yeah. Your why is powerful.
Facts. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think the story is the main thing that separates brands. It's why do you do what you do? And your story, man? Wow.
Yeah.
Talk about resilient.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
So, okay. What have been the responses to the whitening kit? Have you... I've seen some videos of people saying this is easy to use.
Yeah, I get good responses, but I think that business is just hard. It's not even about what you sell, because I can sell something that's gonna change people's lives, but if they don't know it, you know what I mean? If people don't know what they're getting, then they don't understand the value. You get what I'm saying? And that's what I had to learn. That's why this is my baby, because it taught me so much about, okay, it's more than, hey, I care about you. Take this, I care about you. You also have to market yourself, and
absolutely.
You have to let people know, dog, you need this, and find approachable ways in getting that message across. So it's I had learned a lot with this teeth whitening kit here. So now I'm just gonna venture off into new things and create new projects, buy silk projects.
I was gonna okay. Is there anything else you want to add? You have so you have some recent additions to your line, which is a toothpaste collaboration with Nudge Company. Mm-hmm. You still got that, right? Mm-hmm. Silk texture floss, lip scrubs, popping it.
Yeah, and I just want to business is all about finding what the people need. What are they? What do
that's right?
What do the people need? And you're not always going to be successful all the time in your projects, but you also have to understand, your why, but then you need to understand people's why.
That's
you have to understand, what's going on in the world, and what people need. Maybe that silent cry, and kind of find that. And that's what I'm learning, You can care in a lot of other ways, than what you personally care about. You can find out, what do other people care about, and, that where we can relate, and what can I do where we can care about something together, And
you're learning this all just off experience. Mm-hmm. You seem like a person that's very receptive, you pay attention, because, how else?
Yeah, I'm very attentive.
Yeah. Interesting. Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, World Oral Health Day was kind of recent. Mm-hmm. Do you have to get out of here at a certain time?
No.
Okay.
You're good.
I don't want to ask too many questions.
No, you're fine.
But World Oral Health Day. It I guess it helps bring awareness to dental health and hygiene. Mm-hmm. What is something you feel like more people should be aware of when it comes to dental hygiene?
I would say not necessarily like made more aware of, but like, well, yeah, made more aware of. Like, people need to floss more. Like,
Yeah.
it's just like, because it leads to so much, and it can stop so many problems. Like, if you just floss, like, and yeah, people need to know that, like, if you floss to a point where like you're bleeding, and you see the blood and you're like, this is bad, like, I'm hurting myself, but really, like, your gums are happy in that moment because, like, you're finally, like, just draining all of that blood that's, like, basically the blood is coming out because you have plaque in there that's hardened up to where it's, like, scratching your gums, and causing inflammation. You know what I'm saying? Your gums are extremely sensitive. So you're hurting your gums by putting basically like objects, in there that your body doesn't recognize. So it's like hurting your gums, causing inflammation, causing bleeding. You floss, you're getting the plaque and stuff out, whatever you can, because some things you do need to go to the dentist for, because like some plaque hardens so hard you mess around and think it's teeth. You know what I'm saying? Like, so like, but before it gets to that point, if you're flossing and you got gingivitis or whatever, and it's not to that point, you're getting all the blood out, keep doing that. Eventually it'll stop. Like, and that's good, So people need to know that, be more aware of that. That's really important.
If more people just flossed, man.
That's it.
Once you realize it really is just flossing. Literally just flossing.
People say stuff like, man, what is it? What do they say? Like some people's breath stink like all the time. They say, even when I brush my teeth, it stinks, and they try to blame it on some stomach acid thing. I can't remember what it's called, but like they try to blame it on halitosis. They try to blame it on halitosis, and then really you come to find out,
just don't floss.
They got periodontitis, which comes with bad odor, you know what I'm saying? Bad breath. And they can't get rid of it. Even if they like brush their teeth, because it got to that point, you're gum disease, So like people keep blaming a lot of stuff on halitosis, when really it's like bone health.
The decaying bone is in there.
Because every time you let plaque build up in between your teeth, it eats away at the bones that hold your teeth together, which is why, like, you can end up in dentures if you just never take care of your teeth. Like, you can floss every single day and never brush your teeth, and you'll keep your teeth, compared to someone who never flosses and brushes every day. Like, have a higher chance of, like, bone loss.
And speaking of dentures, veneers. Are you a fan? Like, what do you think about veneers?
I don't really care for veneers. Like, I think it's smart if you got like braces or Invisalign. If you don't like your smile, just help your alignment. And then like maybe after you do that, get like a whitening. Keep going through whitening sessions to where like your teeth are as white as it can be. And then like whatever teeth you don't like, the shape, size, or whatever, you can get a gingivectomy, which is like a procedure like where they take a laser and then they like take off some of your gums and then they'll show more teeth, because nobody has small teeth. You know what I'm saying? Like they just have big gums. And your gums sometimes cover up the full size of your tooth. So if you just get a gingivectomy, you can like just cut away some of that gum and a cosmetic nature to where you now showing the amount of teeth you want without having to hurt your teeth. And then it's like, if you don't like, maybe you have gaps in between your teeth, and we already talked about braces. Maybe you don't like that middle thing, like the gap in between your front teeth. Then, like you can get that little thing cut off, because there's like a little bone right there. Like you have to kind of, it may grow back sometimes, but you can get that like cut off, lasered off or whatever. And then, or like not even laser it off, they get it shaved down. Like, open up the gum, just shave the bone down and replace sew it back together. But And then, then you do your braces, it'll come back together. Stuff. So it's things you can do, basically, what I'm saying, to save your teeth, because veneers, they hurt your teeth. Like, you're shaving down, like, if I wish I could, like, paint a model, because, like, people really don't understand the capacity of, okay, you have, this is the root of your teeth, right? Boom, boom. This is your roots that are hidden in the gum, right? So this is the gum covering the roots, right? But then over this, you have like the tooth. So here's the tooth, here's the gum, the roots are under here. Cool. Now, you get a veneer. The dentist is shaving off, like, this is the tooth. They're shaving this off, so it's getting smaller. They're shaving this off, it's getting smaller, smaller. Your root is still down here. Notice we're now so close to the root. Get what I'm saying? Now, boom, you put a veneer over it. Your root is so exposed. You know what I'm saying? Like, inside of your root is your nerves. You get a cavity now because you don't brush your teeth.
Yeah.
You don't floss. You think because you got veneers, you don't have to brush your teeth or floss or do nothing, I guess. So now, or whatever, just say you do take care of it. It don't matter. The point is it's exposed. So you have a higher risk of catching decay.
Yeah. So
boom, decay is here. Guess what? You don't have that crown anymore. You don't have your tooth anymore covering the root with all this space. You now have this little surface covering this space. You get a cavity. It's already touching the root. Guess what happened?
What?
A root canal.
Oh.
Any cavity that gets close to the root or touches the root is a root canal.
Gotcha.
So now you have a root canal procedure. Guess what that means? The nerve that was alive, because you have nerves all through your body that keep you alive. Now, this nerve that helps you be sensitive to shit is dead. Yeah. Because you have an infection. So in root canal, they have to snatch the nerve out. They have to replace it with their own material. Their gutta percha. You know what I'm saying? Now, you now have a dead tooth in your mouth that you replaced with a veneer. Guess what happens to that dead tooth? That enamel that you covered up with that zirconia or porcelain is turning black. You know what I'm saying? Now that tooth is turning black. Mind you, a veneer only covers the facial, the facial part of the tooth. Not
the gum.
Not the back part. You got a black tooth now. Right here in the shadow of this veneer. You don't think something's going to scream out? By the way, that dead tooth is dead now. That black tooth is eventually going to crack. It's dead. It's like a dead person. I might be strong now. If I'm dead, I'm going to eventually be brittle and crack and be easily fractured. Get what I'm saying? So now I not only maybe got a root canal and I probably think I'm good because I got my situation handled or whatever at the dentist. That is a dead tooth. Now you bite an apple. Not only did your veneer break, your tooth broke too. You did all that for what? Nothing. You spent $20,000 for nothing. Plus, you know what I'm saying? So, or some people go to Colombia and spend $5,000. I don't care. The point that I'm making is take care of your teeth. Stop trying to put veneers on it. Stop trying to put stuff on it you don't need. If you don't have a cavity, save it. Just go through the process. Get braces. Get whitenings. And maybe if you don't like something, veneer one tooth or something. Like one tooth to help whatever you really just can't fix with all our other, ways to fix things.
Our cover-ups, basically. Yeah. Oh, man. I'm sorry. Yeah. I just had a lot of thoughts. But, so, is how you say
periodontitis?
I know gingivitis is like right before periodontitis.
Periodontitis. It's okay. You can say perio disease.
Perio disease. That's easier for me. Is that reversible? I've heard that it's not.
No.
Yeah.
So when you go to the dental office and you see your hygienist, which is not the dentist, she's just the person to clean teeth. Because a lot of people don't know that. So you have the hygienist that comes in and she starts poking your gum. She's like calling out numbers. 2, 1, 1, 3, 5, 6, 7K. You hear a
Damn,
number.
7.
Yeah,
Jesus.
crazy, right? But like you hear a number that is past 3, you should already know you have gum disease. You know what I'm saying? Now, some people say, well, 3 or 4, you can reverse a 4. Like that's, then you go to 5. You can't really reverse a 5, maybe back to a 4, but maybe that's the capacity it can go.
Even with the technology out, like I know there's lasers and stuff like that.
There's bone grafts or whatever you say.
I don't know what a bone graft is.
Basically where they replace bone in the gum, but like a bone graft is usually after an extraction when you're maybe planning for an implant or something, But no, like so you don't have bone, right? What was I saying? I forgot.
Oh, we were talking about is periodont? Is it reversible?
No, you don't have bone, so it's like you can't reverse bone.
Oh, so that has to do with the bone, but not the gum.
Yeah, when you have so what it's called when they're doing the poking, it's called perioprobing. They're probing your gums, perio. So perio focuses on the bone in the gum. You know what I mean? So that's why it's called periodontitis, gum disease. Bone disease, basically. You have your bones that are holding up your teeth, covered by the gum, are now getting eaten at like acid. You know what I'm saying? Now your gums are just, so it's like I can feel my jaw can knock on this, right? But without my bone, it'll just be squishy. Just be gum.
That bone.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, wow.
No, not this is your jaw. But in your teeth,
right
not here. This is your jaw. But I'm saying like in your teeth, if you feel your gum right here, this is a bone. Now feel it like right under your teeth, like it's a bone.
Right
That's
here?
your gum. That's a bone inside of there.
Oh.
Yeah, like there's your teeth is a bone and it's being held up by bones.
I see what you're talking about.
Like inside of here is bones. It's bones inside the gum. Then outside is your jaw. You know what I'm saying? But like this inside, your teeth are being held up by bones, and the bones being covered by the gum. You know what I'm saying? That's why you need to floss and get whatever is down there, because food is so harmful to teeth if it turns into like calculus, tartar and stuff.
I've seen, so like when we were talking about floss education, like I've seen people like very quickly floss. How long should it take to floss?
Flossing should take a little minute.
Right.
Yeah, because like you're going through each, like I was gonna say reservoir, but like you're going through each pocket. These are 2 teeth, and then this is in between the teeth, your gums. Your gum is here, right, holding up this tooth. There's a gum here holding up this tooth. So that little triangle is kind of right there. You see? You go put your floss in between this one, and then you put your floss in between that one. Yeah. And then you hug the tooth. So you like put the floss down in here, and then you're like hugging the tooth, and you're like scraping up. So you're like scraping up.
When I saw that in your video, I was like, I don't think nobody ever told me that. Yeah. Like literally all I've seen, I don't think I ever got education about flossing. Imagine the floss
is a shovel and you got dirt down there that you need to pick up and drag out. Yeah. So like when you pick it up like this, imagine that the dirt is picked up like this, but then like now you have it picked up and you need to drag it out. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You pick it up and you push it back down. What's the point of that?
I also just learned that it's better to have not the picks, the floss picks, to actually have the floss.
Because you don't got a lot of range with the floss pick. You can't hug. You can only go down and up. Right. But you might be pushing it down there. Like, whereas you can get the long floss and hug it. Create that curve, hug.
That's why we have Buy Silk, to give us real education and real products that work, right?
Yeah. I mean, I have real dental knowledge for real. Like, I work with dentists all the time,
I see you got your...
Chanel. Don't tell nobody.
That's where I used to go.
Yeah. I mean, and I am at this company. I'm one of the leads or supervisors. So like, I'm just now trying to get out of the clinical and just get more into like a managerial role within dentistry. But I definitely, as a dental professional, like on the clinical side, like learn so much.
I could tell. Yeah. For sure I could tell. And looking at your products, I mean, I wouldn't question it. Especially when you talk about them. I've seen you present online. And it looks polished to me. I know you said that you probably stumbled over words at a point in time, but I feel like you're connecting to your product more and more as time goes on.
Yeah.
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 The product and the industry. Yeah.
I can tell you have a heart for it too. I'm really glad. I always say I hate when people do jobs that they hate because it's like you're not giving me the best version of your service.
Yeah, me too.
So,
I don't like that either.
Yeah, do what you love, people, please, so you can stop hating the world. And I don't know. Let me get off my little soapbox. Fluoride is said to cause developmental issues. Is that true?
I mean, maybe too much fluoride. I don't know. Like,
Right.
I mean, I feel like fluoride also helps, and people talk about a lot of ways that it hurts, but
Yeah.
fluoride also helps too.
Right.
Like, it helps your enamel. It may it may have like a effect where it could turn it like yellow. Like like it doesn't help with whitening.
Okay.
Nanohydroxyapatite does. You can pair them together.
Okay.
But like fluoride, it strengthens your enamel.
That's what I just learned. Because, I feel like a lot of my information was from social media. It's like social media tell you one thing.
I mean, I'm not going to like undermine them either. Like, I'm not saying that they're wrong. I'm just saying like maybe too much of anything is bad.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That makes sense. Well, I think that's pretty much it. For my questions. Thanks for coming through.
Thank you for having me.
Your product is amazing. Once again. And I'm going to buy one. How much? 100?
Yeah, 100.
Okay. I got you. I want that. I actually just went to the dentist yesterday, and I like my teeth. I want them to be perfect, though.
Yeah.
And I would love to support your business, so I'm serious. I'm going to buy one.
Okay, well, I actually was like bringing these like to give to you.
Really?
Yeah. So.
Don't do that to me. You're going to make me cry. Nobody gives me anything.
Oh, well.
That is awesome. I'm still going to give you something. I just dang. Don't do that to me. You know what? Let's take these shots. That's the perfect time to take shots. This is whiskey. You okay with whiskey?
Yeah. I mean,
you would rather
like
something else?
No, let's go.
Do you want this? We don't have to do this. This is just celebrating.
Let's do it.
I usually don't really want to do this as a celebration all the time. I want to find something else, but until I get there.
I'm not mad at it.
Okay.
Not complaining.
So, I clean these glasses. Very fresh. Dealing with a hygienist.
Brush your teeth after the shot. I'm kidding.
No, seriously, I'm gonna rinse my mouth for sure. Because my dentist told me that today.
It's like sugars and alcohol.
I'm like, nobody ever told me none of this. Like, okay.
Sugar. Oops, sorry.
No, you fine. Well, want to get it like? Do you want to get this one? Alright, did that hurt your professionalism?
Yeah, hide the shirt.
Yeah, that's good. Well, cheers to you.
Oh, I'm so.
Okay, on the mic. Cheers to you. I'm very proud of your success as a fellow student of DeSoto.
And cheers to you too. I'm
Thanks.
also proud of you and what you're doing with your media. So.
Appreciate that. Thanks. Well, that's it for this episode. Hit me late. Hold on. That's it for this episode of Invitation Only with Silk Daniels. Thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe, like, and comment, and share with your friends. See you next time. Whew, I'm drunk.